Alrighty, we have Sue Artt, Acting Conference Minister for the Rocky Mountain Conference of the United Church of Christ. And using her accoutrement, she is going to give an overview of her thoughts for the board meeting this Saturday, August 22nd. Sue Artt.
Hello, all. I'm so sorry I can't be here. Honestly, I'm just crestfallen, but I'm trying to help the Montana Conference too, which is part of our vision of helping create social justice communities in the West. So they need a little buoying up, so I'm up there with them Thursday through Sunday of this week. So these are my brainstorming ideas that I would like you all to factor in. So I'll leave this flip chart with you, and if you'd even like the peacock feather as a pointer, I will leave that as well. So these are my 2015-16 priorities, the way I've seen it. And I wanted to just explain that I've developed a chart where I've put one half, which is still what I consider the interim work that we're finishing, and then pieces that stretch out into the future for the Rocky Mountain Conference. And I've also then divided that into mission and ministry and infrastructure pieces. So let me talk about each one of those as we go through. We'll start up at the top. One of the things that we knew from the day that I got here, essentially, is that we had some concerns with outdoor ministry and law foray. And so we really need to do what I think is coming up as a law foray summit. It is to discuss with the stakeholders of law foray, this is not just the board, but the stakeholders, the entire conference, what we want to do in mission and ministry with law foray and outdoor ministries as a whole. This is a large conversation that we've been working at the edges on in Law Foray Board for a while now. And John and Rebecca have also said that they might be able to be available for a retreat that Law Foray Board is having in mid-September. So by our September 26th meeting, I think we will have some additional fleshing out of what this could look like. My objective for this is in first quarter 2016 to actually put out a call to all stakeholders in the conference who are interested in talking about law foray, how we use that facility, and the overall purpose it holds in the Rocky Mountain Conference to figure out what comes next for law foray. So that's this first piece, the Law Foray Outdoor Ministry Summit. The second one is tied very closely with this, which is Clergy Priorities. Tamara spends close to 6 months of the year sponsoring, designing, ensuring the well-being of our camping program, our outdoor ministry programs, and we need to talk about whether this is where we want to put the clergy priorities. This has also been another piece that we've talked about since the time I came in this interim phase. So it's time that we talk about how we use the clergy time. Right now we have 2 clergy, myself and Tamara, and we've always talked about whether there was need for others. So that's this piece. Moving into the future with mission and ministry, coming out of our annual meeting, we sent you a packet of the mission seeds, and each one of them I numbered at the top, 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. The RMC Leadership Initiative was really brought up in 2 different places in those mission seeds, and Aaron can talk more to this, I'm sure. Number 2 and number 5. Number 2 was called Conference Leadership Developer, and number 5 was the Leadership Initiative or Institute. And both of these are kind of coming at the same angle of wanting to develop great clergy and lay leadership within the conference. I think this is a leading edge for us to take not only within the conference but within the entire UCC, and us become a gravitational point, putting Rocky Mountain Conference on the map and being able to be the institute for the entire UCC on fine leadership practices. Very important initiative. And we're fortunate enough that Christina Lazardi-Hajbi, who's part of our national staff, lives here in the conference and is interested in trying to help us get a Lilly grant. So this is a really exciting possibility where we can partner with national and do something really important and exciting for the conference as well. Also, the Social Justice Voice, which is the initiative that Ann Dunlap has brought forward. It's number 10 in your Mission Seeds packet, and I know there have been other papers that have been sent out for you. Ann